Hello and welcome guys again. In this video we will talk about an access list, what is access list and how to configure an access list. First, what is access list? An access list is it's a network protocol that controls the movement of the packet in your enterprise. And this protocol is configured in routers and firewalls to filter traffic based on defined criteria that are service types. There is different type in access list. So access list is a list of bunch of permissions and deny that will apply in your routers or firewall. There's types of access list. There's the standard, extended, and named, and we will see the difference between them in the configuration when we will configure the lab. You have the standard access list. A standard access list, it's only used the source IP address, so it's one line, but he will use the source IP address, not any protocol, not the destination, not anything. And there is example how a standard access list, it's you will type access list, you will type the number of the access list, the you want permission or deny. After that you will type the source IP, and also there is hidden deny every time you configure an access list. So if you say permit and you wanna others employee to go to the same way, you will type permit any, because there is hidden deny. So let's go to the extended. In the extended you have multiple options. You can filter the packet based on the source, the destination IP, protocol, port, and others. And the example of how it will be, you will type access list, the number we know from 1 to 99 is the standard access list, from 100 to 199 is extended. So you will type the router, in this way we configuring the number method. So when you type 101, the router know it's extended access list. So and you will put permit or deny the protocol TCP, and you will put the source or destination, after that port and the port number. Now let's go to the configuration and show you what's the difference between the number and named method. So guys, now let's start to do the lab. We have here task 1, 2, 3, 4 with a different method. I'm already configured the routing protocol, so there is routing protocol between the devices, and I configure the IP address in each device and each interface. So let's start do the lab. First, we will configure a standard access list and number method. The task says deny access from PC10, this is PC10, to 192.168.30.0 to this subnet. So we says in the standard we configure nearest to the source. So what the source? The sources will be I'm sorry, nearest to the destination, because we don't wanna to put the access list here. It will be block all the other devices. The destination, it will be router 2 with the interface giga00. We will say access list. You will type the number of access list, let's say number 1. The action will say deny. It is it's a single no, yes, it's a single host, so we will say host. We will type the number of the host, it's the IP address, and enter. There is hidden deny that says deny any. So before you exit the access list, you will say the same access with the same number, and we will say permit any. Now you configure in the interface. You will see the movement of the packet. So the packet will go from BC10. It will into the router from giga02 and out to the giga00. So we will target the out movement. So we will say IP access group. You will type the number of the access group and you will say out. Exit. You can say do show access list. Here we have our access list and the permit any. So let's start to ping from PC10. Like you see, destination host unreachable. Let's say from, we say ping PC.60, PC6. Let's see other device. Yes, we can ping. So we complete the first the first task. Let's go to the others. The second task, it says it's a named method. He says deny access from then the subnet 192.168.10.0/24 to 192.168.20.0/24. So here we will block this subnet or this IP of subnet to reach 192.168.20. So we say it's a standard, so nearest to the destination here, it will be IP the interface giga02. Let's start to configure. Enable config. The difference between the named and number method. In the number method, you will say access list and question mark, you will type the number, but the named, you will type before it IP access list. If you say question mark, you can type extended or standard. We configure standard, so standard. After that you can put a number or a word for your access list. This is a training lab, so we will say 1 for training and you will type enter. He will put you in the access list, so you inside the access list you can say permit or deny. So our task to deny not any host, it's a complete subnet, so it's 192.168.10.0. you will type the wild mask 255 question mark enter. There is hidden deny, so we will say permit any. Exit. Do show access list. Yes, our access list is there. Let's configure the access list in the interface. Giga 0/2 IP access list group, it's 1 and it's out because it's come out at the router. Now let's try to ping .50 or .40. So let's say ping 192.168.20.40. destination host unreachable. So there's devices in this subnet they cannot reach this subnet. But if we say here 192.168.20.40, we can ping because there is no access list that deny the packets. So we complete the 2 standard access list. Let's go to the extended access list with a different method. Extended access list number method. Here we will you can see a protocols and destination and source. So he says only permit ISMB, that means ping access from web server to 192.168.30, that means BC30. All other traffic must be denied. So the web servers only can ping BC30. So we're using now extending, so we configure the access list nearest to the source because there's no benefit of the packet going through BC3 to BC2 to BC4 and being denied. So this will cost our enterprise a bandwidth, so you can put your access list nearest to the source. So this is our source. Let's start to configure its number. So you say access list, you will type the number 101. Automatically your router, it will know that you configuring an extended access list. You can say question mark with the task is to only permit, so we will say permit. Here you can see a protocols. Our protocol is ISMB question mark host. Yes, because we have a single device that we will permit. We will type our 168 10.30. The destination, I'm sorry, I put the source, it's the server's IP .20. Our destination, its host, it is 192.168.10.30 question mark. Here you can see there's echo and echo reply. That means the ping that the request and or the reply. So we will say echo and you can say enter and also the reply slash reply. Yes, and there's hidden deny, but that the task it says all other traffic must be denied, so he will say deny any. It's good, we will not change anything. Let's configure the access list in the interface. Let me take the window here. So what's the movement of the packet? The packet, it will go from web server to the interface to the router. So we will deny the traffic here, so it's in the router. We'll type interface giga 0/0. We'll say IP access group. You will type your access group number in. Exit. Let's see now our task. Let's say ping 192.168.10.30. Yes, we can. Let's say if we can ping .10.10 with the same subnet, destination, host, unreachable. So our access list is being configured exactly like we want. So we complete the third task. Let's go to the last task. For extended access list named method, so we will use the named. It says only permit HTTP and HTTPS access from the 192.168.20.0/24 to web server. All other traffic must be denied. So only these two users can go to the HTTPS to the web servers. So our destination it's only permit HTTP and HTTP access from 192 to the web. So this is our source and the servers is our destination. So we will configure the traffic here in router 1. Let's delete our access list, or we can configure. There's no issue. So let's say exit. We will configure a name, so we will type access list. We will put name exiting. Let's say any number, is any name. Let's say world.ngu.com. This is our name of our access list. So only permits, so permit it's HTTPS, so it's TCP protocol. It's TCP protocol. A host or our source, it's a complete subnet. Yes, the source wide mask 255, and the destination it's a host, it's a single server. The IP of that servers is 20.0.0.20 question mark. Match only the packet and giving number, port number, yes, let's say equal. HTTP and HTTPS, it's 80, and and HTTPS is 433, I think, yes. So now there is hidden deny, but the task, it says deny all traffic, other traffic must be denied, so it's okay. We will say exit, do show access list. We have two access lists, that's one, the standard and the extended. So let's configure to the interface the traffic. It will be going through from PC50 and PC40 to the router 1, so it's in IP access group. We will type the name that we give our access group and say in. Exit. Now let's see if there's a ping. There is no ping, but we can reach our servers from web. Yes, we can. In this way, we complete the fourth and the last task for the access list. Thank you for watching.